he is an idiot. To say that it's part of the problem, for me, he's just a lazy ass, well, bitch. Yeah, I'm not gonna censor that. Hi guys, and welcome to Gauge Reviews and to this video about how Robert Pattinson didn't want to train to be Batman. So guys, as you know me, I am a training geek, or I am someone that not only appreciates working out and training but also knows all the benefits that entails. And for me, it's more than a big deal what I'm about to read, because I'm also a comic book fan, a movies fan, a Batman fan, and someone that knows that Batman is a very huge dude that's very, very strong and powerful, and he's basically the human, interpretation of a very, very strong guy. Let's read what Robert Pattinson decided to say. He said that he refuses to work out while quarantined and thinks that people who exercise frequently are part of the problem. I think if you're working out all the time, you're part of the problem, Pattinson, who stars as Bruce Wayne Batman in Matt Reeves' upcoming movie, said in a new cover story for the June-July 2020 issue of GQ magazine. You set a precedent, Pattinson said, of fellow actors. No one was doing this in the 70s, even James Dean. He wasn't exactly ripped, he added, referring to the late actor who was known for roles in East of Eden and Rebel Without a Cause. Okay, let me just stop it right here and explain how I'm so pissed that I'm just trying to gather my thoughts right now. If you want to see what I really agree with, I'm going to tell you directly what I think, but what I really agreed with was what John Campea said the other day about that, because he is completely right. And even if John Campea is not the guy that works out so frequently, although he does, but he's not like Adonis or anything, the point is he does know, about working out enough. He does know comic book characters, he does know how Batman is supposed to look, and he does know that when you when you get millions of dollars, and you're quarantined in your cozy Hollywood home or whatever, Robert Pattinson or whatever he is living, you're supposed to hold up to your end of the deal and literally train. But I'm going to get to the rest of the article. I'm just going to speak about the fact that Robert Pattinson said that you are a part of the problem. You can take that problem, Robert Pattinson, and stick that problem into your butt. Because an actor is not, an actor is supposed to act. He is supposed to portray a particular character. And when he is that character, he has to embody the character if he's a good actor. Now, Robert Pattinson is a very good actor, but even though if he can play Bruce Wayne, or if he can, let's say, portray Bruce Wayne's body language, whatever Bruce Wayne is, and then he can play Batman, he will also need to look the part, not only to play the part. And he's not even going to feel powerful or strong if he is physically weak or weaker compared to what Batman is supposed to be. And we never had an actor that quite embodied that, except Ben Affleck. He was the closest to what Bruce Wayne is supposed to look like, and he gained a lot of muscle for that. It wasn't that impressive. It's more impressive to a regular person that doesn't know anything about bodybuilding and how much muscle you can put on for what time. Nobody knows those things. I have to always explain, but I'm not going to make this video 100 hours. The point is that he still got closer to what Batman is supposed to be looking like, where other actors didn't. I know that a lot of people would say that Christian Bale kind of did, but that's not the case. What he achieved is achievable in, like, let's say 1 year, and he was not even that lean. He wasn't even like anything. If you see that guy in person with a t-shirt, you will be like, is that guy even lifted a weight in his life? And Batman is a big physical uh, being. I mean, he's in a big physical state all the time. He works out, he's big, he's muscular. So, to the very least, you have to try to achieve that look. I mean, Henry Cavill is Superman. He was the buffest Superman that we ever got. Yes, the costume has padding, but he also did the job. He did create the body that he had, because it's very important to feel like that character. And how John Campea brought up Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft. She is very petite, very skinny, and the producers didn't think that actually she needed to work out, but she was like, well, I'm playing Lara Croft. I want to honor this character. I want to be that character, and that means that I'm going to train, because I have to be able to do those things that Lara Croft can do, or at least to look like I can. That is paraphrasing, but it's basically what she said. And it's exactly that. You have to respect the character. You're not Robert Pattinson when you play Batman. You're Batman. You have to embody the character. And it's super important, crazy important, to honor that, and to honor the fans, and to honor the image of the character and everything else. So, going back to what he said about part of the problem, Robert Pattinson, you are an idiot, okay? You're an idiot. That's my honest opinion, because if you don't want to work out sitting around the couch because you worked out before the quarantine happened, that doesn't mean that you're finished the job. He is going to lose all the gains that he made. He's going to lose all the muscle very fast, because he's not usually in very good shape. He's just lean. I put this picture here so you can see what shape he was. That was just before the filming started. If you think that that's a good shape for Batman, you're wrong. You're totally wrong. That's okay for a regular guy to be fit and relatively good looking. But that's almost no muscle. That's very little muscle, actually. On his frame, he can put on at least twice as much in a natural way, but it's just going to take a lot of time. So that's why it's even more important for him to train, to train, to train all the time. And if I knew that I was playing Xena, Warrior Princess, or I was playing Wonder Woman, or I was playing even Zatanna from the DC Universe, for goodness sakes, I'm going to be in the best shape of my life. I'm striving towards that now, no matter what I do, because I respect my body, respect myself. I have physical goals. I know how important that is to how I feel, how I move. I mean, it's totally different when you're actually an athlete. You achieve the particular athlete level of fitness, and it's totally different. It's totally different when you are a regular person and you cannot get up from the couch right away and do something, really rapidly or explosively. If you train in a lot of ways for a lot of stuff like strength, explosiveness, speed, whatever you're training for, you can do all of those things. If you're really dedicated, you can achieve Hollywood types of physique. You can have that if you know how to sustain it all the time. And actors, they're not even doing that when they don't have a particular role. They're just like slobs, and it's ridiculous. And of course, if you think that they are training 3-5 hours a day, that's also a big fat, like, huge lie that's portrayed by Hollywood to make you believe that getting into that shape is so hard. Yeah, it's not easy, but it's not 5 hours a day, freaking 5 hours a day. They're gonna kill themselves if they do that. They're gonna have such a soreness you can't even imagine. I'm doing a deadlift with 50 kgs 2 days in a row, and my whole body basically hurts. I have soreness everywhere, traps, hips, even calves, even my butt and my back a bit. but it does feel great, by the way. I mean, it's not like I'm complaining. The point is that even if I did that for like 20 minutes 2 days in a row, I have soreness, and I'm a person that trains all the time and I have soreness. So imagine if you are untrained person, if you're trying to train for 5 hours straight. That is ridiculous. It's totally not true, okay? But that's another topic for another day. I discussed before that Hollywood transformations are totally piece of crap, and you should not believe anything that comes out of the trainers or anything like that, because at least 50% of that is total lie, and the general population that has never had really the education about fitness and how the body works and how you build actually a physique believe every word of that, and they really think that they cannot achieve those bodies, which, yeah, if they don't have the willpower, they maybe will not achieve that. But the point is that it's hard, but it's not that hard. What they're talking about is just crazy. Okay, that's once again another topic, but let's go back to where he is a pussy. So the physique that he achieved here, once again, is like a beach lean, but nothing that special. Every respecting guy or a girl should look like that, no matter if they're Hollywood stars or not. If they care about themselves, if they respect their body. By the way, bravo to Adele that got so lean. I mean, she got so thin. It's just amazing. Bravo to her. And by the way, the whole internet attacked her that she lost weight, but that's again another topic. It's just amazing, and she did it for her kids, and to be healthier and to be alive for more time on this earth. So bravo to her. The point is that you don't need to be any type of a celebrity to be healthy and fit. You just have to be self-conscious. I mean, self-conscious, self-aware of yourself and what do you want to, how do you want to look, by the way. So he is an idiot. To say that it's part of the problem, for me, he's just a lazy ass, bitch. Yeah, I'm not gonna censor that. So the other argument, I mean, if that's even an argument, in the 70s, James Dean, 70s, like, the guys back then looked so thin. They're like a piece of paper. Even in the Looney Tunes, there's some guy that is supposed to be Frank Sinatra. He's always drawn like he's, so thin that he's just like a stick. So, guys back then is just totally different. You're playing freaking Batman. When you're playing Batman, when you're playing Superman, when you're playing, heroes that are so freaking big, Shazam, even Shazam, you have to have the physique for it. You have to feel like the character, to the very least. You have to feel, what it's like to have this body and physique, because that is changing your perspective. Even how you move throughout the day is totally different feeling, guys. I cannot even tell you. I feel all the time like I'm going to go through a wall. I know that I can't, but because I'm made mostly out of muscle now, just the feeling is totally different. You feel every part of your body in a different way. You actually feel muscles that you never thought that you were gonna feel before, and you can do so many things that younger people than me can't even do. You name it, it's night and day difference. So he's basically scratching off the list his own health, not only the role, but in this case we have iconic character, one of the most iconic characters ever in the history of humanity, and he just wants to disrespect that by being lazy while being paid millions of dollars. Okay, I'm just gonna continue. Pattinson was in the middle of filming Reeves' movie, now scheduled for release in October 1st, 2021, when production was halted in early 2020 due to the spread of the coronavirus. With filming on pause indefinitely, the 33-year-old actor said that he is not focused on staying in shape for his superhero role. Once again, you're a disrespectful idiot. GQ senior staff writer Zach Baron, who interviewed Pattinson, also noted that the trainer hired by Warner Brothers to work with the star gave him a bozo ball and weight, but Pattinson has used neither. Wow. What a... I just can't. Okay, what is he saying? Literally, I'm just barely doing anything. The Tenet star said, explaining that Zoe Kravitz, who plays Selena Kyle, Catwoman in the upcoming film, has been working out 5 days per week while home. Zoe Kravitz, you're great. Okay? You're the example. You you are worthy of respect and of my respect. Okay? Yeah, she is. She respects the character and she does what she's supposed to be doing. And she's feeling better about it. I'm sure. Okay, mentioning his time starring as vampire Edward Cullen in the blockbuster Twilight film, Pattinson added, "The one time they told me to take my shirt off, I think they told me to put it back on again." Yeah, he was hairy and skinny. It looked like he was even sick. Kravitz previously spoke about the experience getting fit for her role as the comic book character during an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Recently, she told Vanity Fair that she was still prioritizing exercise. Yeah, bravo to you once again. It's not like the studio called and said, "Don't get fat," Kravitz said, "but I had been training now for maybe 4 or 5 months, and the first couple of weeks that I self-quarantined, I remember texting the director, I texted Matt, and I was like, we might have to make the catsuit a few sizes bigger when this is over." Kravitz said that since then she decided to get her, together and virtually work out with trainer David Higgins. Yeah, okay, so that was the thing. Once again, bravo to her. She is great. Robert Pattinson is an idiot, and he doesn't deserve to be Batman with that attitude of a slob. Batman is the opposite of a slob, you know? Batman is the opposite of somebody that's lazy, somebody doesn't want to do any physical exercise or anything. He's the opposite. So I'm calling it right now. Robert Pattinson is going to be one of the worst Batmans ever. Okay, he may be a good actor, but with that attitude and approach to the role, no matter how good he is, he's going to look weak on the screen. He's going to look like ridiculous little shit on the screen, okay? Especially with that costume with, such boobs, metal boobs that look like a tent. I mean, the metal frame like goes through here. The logo is great and all, but that looks like a tent. Oh gosh, okay, I have to come down here. Yeah, so I'm coming out from a point of somebody that understands fitness, health, bodybuilding, and coming out from a stance, of someone that loves superheroes, know about superheroes, grew up with superheroes, and it's so important to see those superheroes on screen for fans and just to see that captured on screen, to see that how it transcends from the comic book pages on screen. And when Zack Snyder did his Man of Steel movie, it all changed because he did finally something that mostly resembled the comic books. I mean, Henry Cavill's physique and the costume just mostly resembled the comic books finally in terms of how he looked physically. It was just amazing to see. Amazing to see. And then he just got bigger for the next movies, and we got the biggest Batman ever, the biggest and the baddest. So that's it, guys. That's what I think about Robert Pattinson being a pussy, because he freaking is. And yeah, look at his face. Look at how smug that is. He thinks that what he's better than Batman. No, you're supposed to play Batman. You just like get over yourself and pick the freaking weight, okay? If I was paid millions to play a role, I'm gonna take that so much to heart that I'm gonna give my all. And I'm going to do justice literally to that character, and I'm gonna make everybody proud, including myself. I'm serious. I would. Well, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you very much for watching, and if you'd like to support me, consider becoming my Patreon and joining me on OnlyFans. Thank you, guys. Until next time with me, Gary G Reviews. Love you guys. Kisses.